What's the buzz? Still no sign of Stella. Before you can suggest, oh no! Before you can suggest your next move, you start to feel woozy. Spots form at the edges of your vision. Your legs suddenly feel unstable. Your body sending you clear signals of exhaustion. And then it passes. Still, it probably won't be long before your body needs a chance to rest. Should plan your next move wisely. Uh-huh. I don't want to go to church. Maybe check out the mines. Should go to the mines. I guess there's a decent chance Stella went to find your cousin. I can't say I get it, but it's definitely something she would do. Come on, I'll try this. You follow Kanika to her van. It isn't long before you find yourself outside the Scarlet Mines. Ah, oh no! Wow. I am unhappy with the treatment I am receiving as a what worthy in the Scarlet Mine. Worker, oh, as a worker, better hours now or none at all. Scarlet, more like toilet. Don't say that. Ah, the cops are here. A wall of bodies, picked signs and megaphones in hand, forms a human barricade around the entrance to the Scarlet Mines. I hope it's not weird to talk to them while they're in the middle of all this. Look out, fellas. That's the boss's cousin. And Zach said these kids were just down at the diner acting suspicious. Don't engage. Have any of you seen Stella? She's missing. I'm just here to see my cousin. I couldn't care about the strike either way. What? I'm on your side. I may be related to Tabitha, but I stand with the workers. I'm pretty sure she knows you're striking. There's nothing I can tell her she doesn't already know. I know nothing. I hear nothing. I am a shadow on the wall. I'm gonna take you down somehow, whether you talk to me or not. Say nothing. Have any of you seen Stella? She's missing. The miners collectively ignore you. Wow. Look, I know you have a well-deserved bone to pick with the Scarlets, but Stella doesn't have anything to do with the strike. Have you seen her or not? The YouTuber? She's the one on all the banned from property posters, right? We haven't seen her, and we've been out here all day, so we'd known if she'd come by. We'll make sure to keep an eye out. Can't say it will be much help though. We'll just be standing around here for the foreseeable future. Should we talk to Tabitha? I need to talk to them. Maybe it's just say first. I need to talk to Tabitha. So you're saying you want to cross a picket line. You don't have to literally cross the picket line to get inside. There's always that hole Rosalina used to sneak in the other day. Hey, Hugby, are you just going to let them block me from going inside? Hey, Kanika, can you vouch for me here? Let's just go. Call Tabitha. Sneak in. You pull Kanika aside and tell her your plan to sneak in. I guess that'll work, but I don't think it's a good idea for me to follow you in there. I'll just wait outside by the van. You make your way to a hole in the fence and sneak into the mine. It's quiet today, empty beyond the ruckus at the front gate. The trailer that serves as Tabitha's office looms above you on the hill. Knock. You walk up to Tabitha's trailer and knock on the door. You wait for a moment. No response. Where is she? Knock again? You knock again. Oh, for the love of... The door swings open. Ah. Oh, it's you. Should I go? Rodriguez. Yeah, and try not to get yourself noticed. Who are you? Fly be dead? What? Rodriguez pauses as he leaves. I'm the boss, Mug. Whoa, what happened to you? Have we seen him? He looks familiar. It's a Halloween costume. No, don't see that. Huh, really? Could have fooled me. Halloween's not till Monday, and that is some high-quality makeup work. It's a Halloween costume. Don't make me repeat myself. Don't listen to Tabitha. I actually got cursed by a ghost last night. What were you two talking about? Hey, do you have a minute? It's important. I don't care about the strike. I just came to see you. And if you see this girl, tell her to leave. And her little dog too. So cute. I don't care about the strike. I just came to see you. Good, then we won't have any problems. Rodriguez, I said you're dismissed. Now get out of here. Okay, boss. The door clicks closed as Rodriguez leaves Tabitha's office. Tabitha heaves a heavy sigh. Please, just forget you saw anything, okay? I can handle this on my own. Aww. I'm not going to undermine you. We're good, Tabby. You know I can help you out here, right? I already helped pressure from some miners not to join the strike at the diner. We're family. I'm sorry, but I don't think I can be on your side for the strike. Have you talked to them? Do you even know what they want? Tabitha, I don't know if we can be friends if you break a strike. Say nothing. I want to help her, but I know what she's doing to the workers is wrong. Have you talked to them? Do you even know what they want? Not yet, but I'm sure that whatever their demands are, I can't meet them. Why? I don't know how much I can actually do to make people happy. The mine has been run like this for decades. If I change anything, the whole thing could collapse. Well, not really. Maybe change is better. Metaphorically, I mean. I'm sure you didn't come all the way down here to talk about the strike. Why are you here? Don't get me wrong. It's nice to see your friendly face, but you shouldn't be up here. This is my battle to fight. Stella's still missing. We've been looking all over the town for her and don't have any leads. Do you have time to hang out later? I miss you. That's all I wanted to talk to you about. Stella's still missing. We've been looking all over the town for her and don't have any leads. Tabitha groans with anxiety. You don't think... Wayne... That's what I'm worried about. You said yourself it didn't have it in him. He didn't have it in him. There wasn't evidence that he'd been in her house or signs of a struggle or anything. Wayne's my friend. He wouldn't hurt the people I care about. She'll turn up. Pretty sure she just needed to be alone. Say nothing. There wasn't evidence that he'd been in her house or signs of a struggle or anything. How do we know she even went home last night? She ran off in the opposite direction. She did. Seems like she at least went home to grab her jacket. Stella's been known to disappear for days while she's doing her videos, but I think we both know that's not what's going on. I'll see if I can figure something out. I'm going to keep looking for Stella. I'll see you tonight. Do you have time to hang out later? I miss you. That's all I wanted to talk to you about. Do you have time to hang out later? I miss you. I don't know when I'll be free. Yeah, with all the strikes around. But I'll try to make some time. Yes! Tabitha's phone buzzes. I'd better get back to work. Stay safe out there, Lisa. Call me if you run into more trouble. But please, don't go looking for any today, okay? Uh-huh. Okay. Okie dokie, cousin. Well, guess I'm not going to Reese's house. Ha 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 ha. I don't need you going missing too. It's like maybe to Tabitha, Stella, and now me, her cousin, are the most important people to her right now. You leave the office, closing the door behind you. Picket line. I mean, I get both perspectives. Like, they want more rights. Maybe less hours? Less working hours? Maybe they want some vacation days as well, but there's ton of them, a ton of the minors, and maybe different person has different needs. And from Tabitha's perspective, I understand she can't meet all these needs. It's hard for her. It's hard for everybody. I hope there's a middle ground where everyone is happy. You find Kanika waiting for you outside. You don't look like you found any new leads. It feels like we've done our due diligence here. Come on, I'll drive us back to town and we can figure out our next move from there. Where to next? As you consider your next move, your vision blurs again, but this time it persists. The weakness in your knees returns, your ears fill with static, and you can feel yourself swaying, unable to control your body. Seems the toll of the pact you made last night is finally catching up with you. Hey, Lisa, are you okay? Your body crumbles to the ground. Oh shit! The general store's just around the corner. Let's get you inside. Oh my god, it's so blurry. The bells of the general store chime welcomely as Kanika drags you across the threshold. You can faintly make out the unintelligible mumbling of what must be voices, and then you fade out once again. You come to in a chair in the tea room. Sybil sits across from you, a gentle smile of relief washing over her face as you remain consciousness. It's dark here, the sunlight filtering through the heavy curtains weak and watery, partially supplemented by the bright glow lights over the plant in the corner. Welcome back. It looks like it's just you and me for some is getting some much overdue bed rest upstairs. I went ahead and made you some tea, dear. It should help a bit with your condition. Your eyes drift down to the cup of freshly brewed tea in front of you. It smells light and citrusy, with undertones of decaying earth. It's the same tea you sampled with Avery at the diner on Tuesday. Don't expect it to change your gray hairs back, but at the very least, it should make it easier for your mind and spirit to adjust to some of the physical changes you've gone through. Hopefully, you'll be a little less exhausted and a little less prone to passing out. And when you're finished, we can use the leaves for a reading. On the house, of course. She is gonna reap my fortune. Until then, why don't we just chat? Sip your tea. How did you wind up in Scarlet Hollow? The other day you promised to tell me, what was it? Unsavory tales from my mom's youth? Quit yanking me around. You have something to tell me. Just come out and say it. What's with all the mystery and ritual? If you have something to tell me, just come out and say it. Drink the tea. Sip your tea. Tea reading. You take the tea, sipping it delicately. The citrus smell is fleeting, quickly replaced with the earthiness at its core, like you've taken a mouthful of dirt. But the aftertaste combines the two flavors into something soothing and medicinal, and you find yourself feeling more comfortable, your muscles relaxing for the first time in days. So how did you wind up in Scarlet Hollow? Oh, my family's been in these hills for a long time. That's how I know so much of the local flora. Everything I've learned was handed down from generations of hill folk. There hasn't always been a reliable doctor up here, especially not one most folks could afford. They have to figure out their own medicine. The other days, you promised to tell me, what was it? Unsavory tales of my mom's youth? I most certainly did, though I might have been exaggerating a bit for dramatic effect. I'm prone to do that. In the town this size, you get to know everybody, no matter what the age difference might be. Vivian was a little younger than me, which meant I always had a certain older sister instinct about her. Her family wasn't good to her. Harlan was a lot like your great-grandmother, Edwarden. So Edwarden was my great-grandmother. Enoch was great-great-grandfather. So Enoch is Edward's daughter? I thought they were brother and sister. Maybe they're father and daughter. Which is to say, she was not a very kind woman. Huh, really? 'Cause in Charlie's memory, Edwardson was just a miserable woman. Maybe maybe the town knows she killed Charles Shaw. Similar to Tabitha, but with more social grace and considerably more hatred for her fellow man. But your mother wasn't a shrinking violet either. She was just as stubborn as any other Scarlet, so her family choosing her as their punching bag made her into quite the rebel. Why were Pearlin and my mom raised by Edwardson? What happened to their mother? What do you know about my grandma? I feel like I know a lot about the women in my family, but what about the men? Did they even exist? What happened when my mom found out she was pregnant? Change the subject. Why were Pearlin and my mom raised by Edwardson? What happened to their mother? Their entry into this world was violent, I'm afraid. Their mother was young. Too young to be pregnant, especially with twins. Ooh. Underage? That would be gross. So that's why Tabitha said it's a Scarlet thing to die young. She didn't survive the labor. That's awful. What do you know about my grandma? I'm afraid there isn't much I can tell you. I think there were two in that generation. The eldest died when the girls were still children. Edwardson never spoke about them, nor did your mother. Feel like I know a lot about the women in my family, but what about the men? Did they even exist? I suppose they just haven't been very noteworthy since Edwardson took over the mines. Her husband died a long time ago, and to be quite honest, I can't even recall his name. Might have been Stuart or something just as forgettable. From what Vivian said, her father was some teenage fling that ended once your grandmother found out she was pregnant. I'm fairly certain it was similar for Vivian, though she was much older, and I believe she was the one who ended it. What with skipping town and all. What happened when my mom found out she was pregnant? She came to me for advice. She was distraught. It was like she'd been handed a death sentence. Maybe it's a fear because her mother died from labor. Maybe it was feared from what had happened to her own mother. Maybe it was something else. Maybe there's a Scarlet curse, and my mom didn't want her children to suffer from the curse. But she seemed convinced she was in danger. Tabitha had already been born by then, of course, but she was born in wedlock, so I assumed your mother's worries had something to do with religion. Though the Scarlets weren't particularly religious as far as I knew, but the way Vivian was that night she came to me, it stuck in my mind. It's always had me wondering what it was about your family that made her panic so much at the thought of having a baby. Yeah. Finish the tea. You close your eyes and take another sip, and then another. It's delightful. The tea is gone before you know it. The small cup empty safe for what's left of rehydrated leaves coating the bottom. Sybil wasn't lying when she said it would help your condition. You still feel aged and worn, but you're a little less tired and a little mentally sharper than you were a few minutes ago. Oh, good. Glad you found the tea palatable enough to drink. It should do you some good. It's one of my more medicinal blends. Now, onto business. Sybil takes the cup from you, staring thoughtfully down at the sludge. Oh dear, this doesn't bode well. You've got just about every warning that can fit in the bottom of a cup. Cross, kettle, hourglass. All of these mean death, misery, difficulty, and the hourglass ties it all together with definite urgency. It's fair to assume that this all has to do with whatever brought the ditchlings. Something is coming, and whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure. But we may at the very least be able to figure out what it is. And there's a central figure here, a cat, an enemy, lurking in plain sight. Oh, the cat's gotta be Pixel, or maybe it's Frofro. Those are the two cats I know. The cat could be Tabitha, the cat could be Wayne, the cat could be Stella, Monica, Oscar, Reese, Avery, could be Dr. Kelly. She's been nothing but hostile since I've met her. Could be Dustin, he's a possum who lives in my dresser, and I try to talk to him every day to hear his wisdom and help with his trouble. It would break my heart if he's a traitor. Cat could be Pastor Daniel. How do I know you're not a cat? I mean, we still don't know who's the traitor here. I don't think Wayne is. Tabitha, don't think so. Stella, Kanika, I have no suspicion. It can't be a literal cat. Oh, the cat's gotta be Pixel, or maybe it's Frofo. Those are the two cats I know. Dear, the cat isn't a literal cat. Yeah, like I said, it's a symbol for an enemy lurking in plain sight. Probably a human enemy, but almost certainly not a cat. You don't have to figure out an answer right away. It often takes time for the mind to connect the dots. Just be on guard and keep vigilant that someone close to you isn't to be trusted. Damn. Who is it? Oh my god. Do I actually have to doubt everyone that is close to me? Tabitha? No. I don't think it's Tabitha though. We know from the ditchlings that something terrible is coming your way, and it's likely that it's connecting to some hidden enemy. Perhaps you can try to counteract whatever might be planned for you. Judging by what you told me last night, those stones, carvings, seals, whatever you want to call them, I think it's likely they have something to do with this. Yeah. Until the cat reveals itself, it seems like your best course of action is to seek these carvings out, piece together what you can from your visions, and arm yourself with information. Have you sensed any others around town? Do you think you might be able to find another? Ooh. Your thoughts tripped to that door yesterday, the one that seemed to draw you in, urging you deeper into the clinic. Even just remembering it is enough to tug at you, compelling you to return and open it to see what's on the other side. You can find Stella later. Maybe you can even find her there. Could be. What's important now is finally seeing what's hidden in the clinic. I think I feel another in the clinic, but bad stuff always happens around them. I shouldn't seek out more of them. Those stones need to be left undisturbed. I think I felt another in the clinic. That's good. You can find your way inside and uncover another stone that could give you a leg up on your adversary. You'll just have to be careful to avoid the doctor. Something tells me she won't take too kindly to you sniffing around her clinic. I think that's all the help I can offer. I hope this conversation has been illuminating, even if it's just brought up more questions than giving any clear answers. Yep. You helped last night. Why don't you come with me? That's it. That's it? This wasn't helpful at all. All you did was look at some leaves and tell me to go put myself in danger? Thanks. I'll let you know if I find anything. Glad to hear it. I hope it all goes well, and I wish you luck. Hopefully you won't need it. Thank you again for humoring an old lady and stopping by for a chat. With a small grunt of effort, Sybil gets up from the table, and you're escorted back to the door. And remember, be careful who you put your trust in. According to your tea, the cat is getting ready to pounce, and merely being ready for it might not be enough. Sybil closes the door to the tea room. The bells of its door strangely flat in the stale air of the nearly empty general store. Talk to Miles. See any weird rocks around town? Yeah, you. What? He smirks. Mean! Clearly this is a very sick burn, and you should feel bested by his wit. Nope. Check in on Kanika. You're not going anywhere before checking in on Kanika. You make your way upstairs. Mom. You knock on Kanika's door. Mom, I really don't need any more tea. I think I'm just going to lie down for a while. I'm not your mom. Can I come in? I was hoping we could spend a little more time together. I need to talk to you. It's important. I'm going to the clinic. Oh, I can go there alone? What? What about Stella? I'm going to the clinic. I was hoping you would join me. I could use a breather. Let's hang out for a minute. Yeah, maybe hang out with her a little bit. Oh, hey. Sorry, Lisa. My mom was right. I'm exhausted. Probably shouldn't push it or I'll wind up worse off tomorrow. Looks like you're on your own. I'm on my own. You make your way out of the general store and down the road to the clinic. You make your way up to the familiar hill, past the rows of ragged houses and make up Scarlet Hollow's residential area. It isn't long before you find yourself outside of Dr. Keller's clinic, its secrets enticing you to find a way in. Even at the bottom of the hill, you can already feel the presence. It's like a magnet has been fixed to your ribcage, gently tugging you forward, guiding you towards whatever emits this compulsive frequency. Ask the woodland preacher how they get into the house. Knock on Reese's basement window. You've aged at least a decade since last night. You should see if Dr. Kelly can give you a checkup. You quickly glance around, eyes trained on the underbush. A flash of a striped tail grabs your eye immediately. Can I help you, Buster? Oh, he's so cute. Hi there. If you were trying to break into that house at the top of the hill, how would you do it? What? Just because I've got little hands and go through people's trash, I'm supposed to know how to break into places? He's angry. There's a hill that'll take you right up to that big flat roof thing. Sometimes the humans leave windows open up there and I go inside. Don't tell them, okay? I like to sleep in their big piles of cloth. It's one of my few joys in life. He leaves as you turn back to look at the clinic. A dull throb sets into your knees. There's no way you're doing that. You have your way in. Okay. Knock on Reese's basement windows, because Reese knows what's going on. You cautiously approach the house, kneeling next to the low basement windows of Reese's room. You knock. There's no one in there. Reese must be somewhere else. That's the only option? That's not fair. You've aged at least a decade in the past day. That's gotta be a medical anomaly, right? Maybe you can see if Dr. Kelly can give you a checkout while you figure out a way to explore the rest of the clinic. You open the door to the clinic. It creaks slightly on its hinges. The interior feels surprisingly modern compared to its exterior, though you can still glimpse out the ornate bones of the building peeking through in the decorative molding and overly complicated banister lining the stairway. You can feel that odd sensation again, the nagging pull of whatever it was that wanted you to find it. But before it can drag you too far into the clinic, Dr. Kelly puts aside her paperwork and makes her way down the hall. Hello? Can I help you? What the hell happened to you? You look like you've aged at least a decade since last night. Ghosts made me old. I sacrificed years of my life to exorcise a ghost from Oscar's house last night. It's a long story. Wouldn't believe me if I told you, but I think I need to see a doctor. I was hoping you could tell me. I'm not feeling too good. Can you help me? I don't have insurance. I don't think she'll believe me. You wouldn't believe me if I told you, but I think I need to see a doctor. Sure, looks like you do. It's good you came. The exam room is just to your right. The doctor directs you down the hallway, and you follow her into the clinic's exam room. I'm just gonna start with some general diagnostics, but I'd also like to do some blood work today if you're amenable to that. She presses the cold metal of her stethoscope to your chest. Have you heard from Stella? No one knows where she is. I'm telling you, Doc, I'm old because of the magic. It's not some kind of disease. I don't like being poked and prodded. Will I have to pay for this? Give it to me straight, Doc. How much longer do I have left? Let the doctor work. Have you heard from Stella? No one knows where she is. Dr. Kelly briefly removed the stethoscope from your chest. Stella's missing? This is the first time I'm hearing about it. I haven't seen her. I'll make sure to check with Reese. I know he hears from her pretty frequently. But let's finish this up first. She places the stethoscope back on your chest. Let the doctor work. You quietly let Dr. Kelly work. Have you always had a heart murmur? What's that? No doctor has ever said you had a heart murmur. Before you can answer, she attaches a blood pressure cuff to your arm, inflating it with a few quick pumps of the bulb. The ends of your fingers tingle numbly as the cuff constricts. I don't know. I don't see doctors often. I have a heart murmur? Is that bad? That's probably no biggie, right? I'm going to die. I don't know. I don't see doctors often. I hear that one a lot. But I get it. This country doesn't exactly make it easy for people to keep up with their health. I'm glad we caught it. We caught it, at least. Better for you to know. The pressure on your arm finally releases. Blood rushes back into your fingertips. Your blood pressure is definitely higher than I would expect it from someone of your age. It's not in what I would call a safe range, but it can be managed. Let me know if you feel any pain. The doctor leans over you, using her forefingers to prod your abdomen. She steadies you with a gentle hand on your shoulder. I'm interested in your thoughts on folks around town. I'd like to know more about the clinic. How are my abs looking? Not bad, right? This exam is depressing. Are we almost done? I have stuff to do with my day. I really appreciate you looking out for me, Doc. Let her continue in silence. I'm interested in your thoughts on folks around town. We really don't need to do small talk. Do you know my mom well? Small talk it is then. I did. We were friends growing up. Oh, she was sarcastic but nice. I like that about her. A hell of a lot more pleasant to be around than her sister. What do you think of her then? Vivian and I used to joke she was the evil twin, though I'm not sure you can call it a joke if it's true. I'm sorry, I really shouldn't speak ill of the dead. Do you know Sybil well? The doctor stiffens at the question. Of course she doesn't like Sybil. Dr. Kelly doesn't seem to be the type to get along with anyone. I know her as well as anybody else. She's yet another resident of Scarlet Hollow who should really come see me more often, but She has her own ideas about health. She seems to think drinking a gallon of tea a day will grant her immortality. I'm sure I'll be seeing more of her when she realizes that's not the case. Do you know any history about my family? Of course I do. Folks around here learned all the important myths about your family. The whole bootstraps thing with Silas, the founding of the town by the mighty Andrew J. Scarlet, and of course the big collapse and the evil Charles Shaw who gets all the blame. Ah, your family is a big deal in this town. Of course I know about them. Only as much as anyone else though. I'm not really into local history. Um, I'd like to know more about the clinic. Well, it was an old hospital during the Civil War, then one of those clean air clinics. Then, around the time of the collapse, it was converted back into a hospital, but it lost most of its funding as people left town, so now it's just a doctor's office. With an astronomical heating bill, as all the massive windows and glass doors make this an icebox in the winter. Huh. Sounds like it'd be Ghost City. Ever seen any? What happened here after the Shaw mine collapsed? If there were to be a big stone carving hidden somewhere in the clinic, where would that be? What happened here after the Shaw mine collapsed? I suppose the only thing I know of that the average residents of the holler might not is the collapse was the reason this was converted into a proper hospital. The wounded were brought here where there were beds and medical supplies, and that pushed out the last strikes of the clean air cooks. Maybe because of it used to be a hospital for all the miners that got injured in the mine collapse. There's a yeah, maybe because of that there's a stone carving here. Nobody thought the air around here was that clean after a coal mine collapse, filled it with ash, and the theory was already on its way out that point. If there were a big stone carving hidden somewhere in the clinic, where would that be? Okay, I don't even know what your angle could be with this one. I've never seen any big stone carvings around here, and of course, I wouldn't know where someone would hide something like that. Are you trying to get a tour from me or something? I'm not a tour guide. After this, I'll need to re-sterilize the room, and then I've got paperwork to do for the rest of the day. I'm not taking time out of my schedule to show you around my place of work. Sure. Sounds like it'd be Ghost City. Ever seen any? No. And neither has Reese, so don't try to weasel your way into seeing him again under the guise of asking him if he's seen any dead soldiers or miners or whatever. I really appreciate you looking out for me, Doc. No problem, just do my job. I'd feel negligent if I saw someone go through what you've gone through and didn't step in, even if there's not much I can do to help. I'd like to check out your lungs. Can you breathe into this for me? Make sure you keep a tight seal on it. You place the mouthpiece against your lips. Now blow out hard and keep going until you're out of air, okay? You do your best. You can tell it's a pitiful attempt. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'd expect given everything else. Again, I don't have data from before, but judging by your age and what I'm able to tell from a quick once-over, it's looking like you're the equivalent of at least a decade older, and not a good decade. I'm guessing the blood work is gonna show about the same. She goes to a drawer and retrieves a needle. Whoa, hey, no needles! Oh, so you're finally gonna poison me like you poisoned your son? Are you gonna feed my blood to your vampire son? Oh, what if he is a vampire? Well, it's not possible. Am I gonna win up some research guinea pig now? Are you gonna write papers about me? How do I know you're not going to poison me? Okay, Doc, stick me with it. Quietly accept your fate. Yeah, why? You're not. There's no way out of it. You'll quietly accept your fate and wait for a needle to pierce your flesh. You'll barely feel it, I promise. She inserts the needle. She was wrong. You definitely feel it. But it doesn't last long. The needle slides back out quickly, and she puts a cotton ball on a tiny hole in your skin, pasting a band-aid over top to seal in your vital juices. There. See? That's all we have to do. Not bad at all. All right, that's all we can do for now. I'll make sure to notify you when I get the results, and I'll send them to your GP. You do have a regular doctor back home, right? No, of course I do. Doctors are too expensive. I don't have health insurance. I don't trust doctors. Say nothing. No, just say no. Oh, well, you'll want to get one of those soon. Considering what's happened to you, you should be getting regular checkups from here on out if you don't want some preventable illness sneaking up on you. You're free to go. You know how to find the door. She starts busying herself with cleaning up her equipment. She'll be distracted, at least for a few minutes. Good. Your appointment is done, and you're free to explore as you please. Or rather, you're free to explore as you please. You've been caught by the pull of the object, an overwhelming curiosity guiding you around a corner and towards a dark doorway under the stairs. It's been left ajar, as if inviting you to enter. And on the lights. Ooh, what do we have here? Is she studying her own son? The lights click on. You're in the morgue. Morgue? Why is he in the morgue? Lisa? Oh, okay. Okay, I thought he's dead because he's in the morgue. He squints, seemingly unsure whether you're the same person he met yesterday. What are you doing in the morgue? What are you doing in the morgue? Vampire! You haven't seen Stella around, have you? She's been missing since last night. Oh my god, you died and she Frankensteined you back to life. Oh. Ooh, maybe that's it. Am I interrupting something? Okay, I have to ask, are you human? She killed you. What are you doing sleeping in the morgue? I'm just gonna pretend I never saw this. What are you doing sleeping in the morgue? I'm sure it looks weird. It's not like I expected anyone to come down here. I was just, practicing a rehearsal, if you will. Practicing what? Not gonna lie, this is kind of weird, dude. I see. Being among the dead brings you comfort. Rehearse, you say. Rehearse, you say. Good one. His words seem distant to you. The tugging is strong down here. You can almost see yourself slipping into a trance, and your eyes wander to the back wall of the morgue. You need to see what's back there. The stone carving is back there, isn't it? Follow the pole. You touch the wall. It feels disappointingly solid under your palms. Hey, are you okay? You feel Reese's hand gently shake your shoulder, and for a moment, the thing on the other side of the blank white wall loosens its pull on you. You kind of looked possessed for a second there. You good? Make him understand. Why wall? Need see thing, but wall stand in way? Let me inside. There's some kind of magic shit going on, man, but it's telling me I need to get behind the wall. I need to get behind the wall. There's a stone carving on the other side of that wall, and I need to see it. Yeah, go straight for it. Reese glances back at the wall. You're really serious, aren't you? This is probably a bad idea, but if you really need to get in there, I'm pretty sure there's an emergency axe somewhere upstairs. I just need to get the dog out of our hair. Should take 2 seconds. Aw, you're helping me? Huh. Get the dog out of our hair? Yeah. If I say I'm sick and need something, she'll drop whatever she's doing and do it for me. Surefire way to get her out of the house. And most of the time, it's true anyway. Why are you being nice? Not gonna lie, I like him, but how'd you learn that little trick? Use what you got to get what you need. No shame in that. Doesn't that make her worry about you even more? Wow, manipulating her using your illness. Classy. Doesn't that make her worry more about you more? There's nothing I can do at this point to get her to stop worrying about me. Might as well use it to my advantage when I can. Oh, yes, please, axe now. Sounds great. Lead the way. Yes, I will destroy the wall. Sounds great. Lead the way. Sweet. Be right back. He strides past you, his long legs moving swiftly. He seems excited. Maybe it's not a usual thing for him, and he's very excited to be in this little adventure. He seems excited. His usual dour demeanor replaced with an uncharacteristic pep when faced with the prospect of sneaking around and tearing down walls. You hear his soft voice filtering in through the open doorway at the top of the stairs, a hoarse and sickly edge added for effect as he speaks to his mother. Hey, Mom. He coughs gently. Reese, I didn't know you were awake. I still feel like shit, but I think I can finally try to keep some juice down. It looks like we're all out though. Really? I thought I just picked some up. Juice? Blood? I've got an errand to run on Main Street anyway. I'll go pick some. Okay, just regular juice. It's not human juice. Okay. I'll go pick up some orange juice and some ginger ale too. That would be awesome. Sorry to ask. I know you're probably busy. It's no problem. It doesn't take long. Don't do anything too strenuous while I'm gone. Just lie in bed until I get back. Thanks, Mom. I'll take it easy. You hear her footsteps move down the hall, then the front door opening and closing. It worked. The theatric raps has left his voice, excitement rising in its place. Come on up. We don't have long until she's back. As you stepped out of the morgue, you relax. The extra space between you and the carving has weakened its hold on you. And with it, your desperation to claw your way through the wall and unveil it. Unveil it? Yeah. It's one of those emergency fire axes, so it should be pretty obvious wherever it is. Though I'm not sure where she would be keeping it. I'll show you around. Let's try the doc's office first. You make your way to the doorway of her now vacant office. I don't see an axe in here. He's right. A cursory glance reveals nothing but stacks of paper and cabinets of medical supplies. But something on the desk catches your eye. Some sort of records with your family's name on them. Maybe I'll snoop around a bit. I don't know. Is it time limited? I don't know. I hope not. Read the files. Reese stops in the doorway, turning to watch you live through the documents. Find something interesting? They're your family's death certificates. Ooh. Harlan's death certificate. Edward's death certificate. Cause of death. Sleep apnea discovered by her daughter Tabitha. Chrysanthemum? Maybe? Scarlet? No autopsy. Yeah, autopsy. No autopsy performed. Tabitha's middle name is Chrysanthemum? Wonder who cursed her with that mouthful. Stop it, Reese! Why is he unexpectedly hilarious? Who said you could read any of these? I'm definitely going to make fun of her for that later. I feel like that was forbidden knowledge. I think it's pretty. Don't say a thing. I think it's a kind of flower, right? I feel like that was forbidden knowledge. Oh, no, I think it's pretty. Yeah. Oh, I think it's pretty. Edward's death certificate. Edward Scarlet, born April 9th, 1913, died February 12th, 2003. Aged 89. Cause of death, heart failure. Signed by her granddaughter, Pearl Scarlet. Pretty normal. Almost made it to 90. Died of normal old person illness. Okay. Enoch. Enoch Scarlet, born September 9th, 1887. Huh. Oh, yeah. So they're daughter and father and daughter, right? 1913. 1887. Yeah. Died August 20th, 1957. Aged 69. Cause of death, fall from cliff. Ooh, that was unexpected. Huh. Oh, who killed him? This one has a coroner's report attached. What's that? Organ sustained impact injuries. Laceration to the neck and body consistent with fall from great height. Oh. Whoa, an actual autopsy report looks ancient. Other deaths, You quickly flip through a few of the other Scarlets whose names aren't quite as familiar. Andrew? Silas? Theodore? Mine collapse. Theodore Scarlet, born May 24th, 1890. Died 1918, aged 28. That's young. Cause of death, crushed in a mine collapse. Yeah, body not recovered. Signed by his brother, Enoch Scarlet. Joseph Scarlet, born April 1914. Died June 7, 1944. Louis Scarlet, born August 1920. Died June 6, 1944. So they both died in war, right? I think I remember correctly from the book I read in the library in episode 2, perhaps. And these are Edward Dean's brothers that she mentioned in episode 3. Both killed at Normandy. Oh, in the line of duty. These must have been Edward Dean's brothers. Yeah. Certificate of feat of death. Infant boy. Andrew Charles Scarlet. Huh? Delivered April 3rd, 1945. Stillbirth. Mother Edward Dean Scarlet. Oh my god. So she was actually pregnant with Charles' son. Whoa. Oh my god, goosebumps. What a discovery. I wonder if he died after he was born or he was aborted. Cause of death, complication during birth. Okay. Oh, when was Parlin born? Let's see. Didn't say. Maybe it's before. Oh yeah, makes sense. It's before Parlin and my mom was born. Ooh, no doctor present. No doctor present. Home burial. Oh, Alexandra Scarlet, born December 12, 1947, died August 20, 1957, aged 9. What? Missing, presumed death. Signed by mother, Edward Dean Scarlet. Ooh. What? Alexandra. That's the name on the doll's foot. Oh, missing. Alexandra, the owner of the dolls, so she went missing. Mary Bell Scarlet, born September 3rd, 1946. Ooh, died October 30th, 1963, age 17. Wow. Ooh. What happened to this family? Cause of death, complication during childbirth. Ooh, 17. Oh, this is our mother, Mary Bell Scarlet, signed by her mother, Edward Dean Scarlet. So she was 17 when she gave birth? Ew! Whoa, that's a lot of kids to outlive. Reese's eyes. Time to whip out old string and cardboard. Reese's eyes flick up to the doorway, and a second later, you hear the sound of the front door handle being turned. His hand is on your shoulder before you even register what's happening, and you're pushed back and out of view of the front door. Shit! I'm not supposed to be in here. We gotta hide. He hurries to the closet door, motioning you inside. You slip inside and squish yourself into what little space is available in the nearly full closet. Reese is close on your heels. Let him in. Yeah. Ooh. You let him in. Together, you listen as the doctor makes her way to some room deeper into the clinic. In the silence of the tiny closet, every breath seems too loud, as if you could expect Dr. Kelly to hear it from wherever she was across the house. We'd better wait a second, just in case. Why flirt with him now? No. Quietly wait for the danger to pass. Yeah. The two of you stand in tense silence, both cramped into the suffocating closet, taking shallow breaths as if she could hear your breathing from the other side of the building. But the footsteps soon return. Dr. Kelly makes her way back towards your hiding place, creaking floorboards, broadcasting her location all the way to the hallway just outside your hiding spot. The footsteps return. They get louder, approaching the open office door, and then they stop. Much to your relief, she opens another door, leaving the main clinic. We're in the clear. We've probably only got a minute or two until she comes back, so let's make it count. The medical supply room is probably our best bet. If any other room in the clinic is likely to have a fire axe, it's probably the room full of chemicals. This way. He motions you down the hallway, slipping through the slightly ajar door of what you assume to be the supply room. Oh, what's this? Oh yeah, that's an axe. Yes! There it is! Keys. Here we go. Aww. He rushes over to the cabinet that contains a bright red axe, holding the glass door open. Your axe. Aww. A splash of brown catches your eye. There's a small sprig of what almost look like furry berries, yeah, with a wide eight-pronged leaf still attached at the base. The end of the sprig is leaking sap onto the countertop. It's fresh. Now we can... Reese stops mid-sentence as he notices you staring at the plant. He stops to pick it up. Does she make her own medicine? Whoa. Oh. Does she actually poison him by making her own medicine? What? He puts it down, but not before breaking off a berry and sliding it into his pocket. Okay. I don't think she's allowed to do that. She's not a pharmacist. This room is just for storing stuff she orders for patients from a pharmacist in Privar. Why would she be making her own? Oh, you know why? I think you know why. Oh my god. Before you can answer, the two of you hear something in the distance and turn to listen intently. That was the door from the house. Come on, if we hurry, we can get you back downstairs. I'll run interference. Go downstairs, quick. Can I go quick? Fuck. You can hear her approaching now, floorboards creaking in the hallway on the other side of the office. You follow Reese's instruction, once again starting down the basement stairs, letting the pole of stone carving guide you back to the morgue. Dr. Kelly's voice filters down from above. I was right. We did already have juice. It was just in the back of the fridge, but there's no harm in having extra. What are you doing in the clinic? I thought I told you to go rest. Oh, I'm just gonna chill in the morgue. I got my speakers, so if you hear some weird sounds, that's just my music. I'll be sure to put in earplugs to drown out all that industrial clanging you listen to. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of you spending time down there. It can't be good for your mental health to hang out in the refrigerator of corpses. Do you at least have a blanket this time? Yeah, I don't think it's good for you to hanging in the morgue. Oh, yeah, I'll be fine. It's just a change of scenery. My room feels too claustrophobic right now. Does she actually have dead bodies in here? I think she does. Okay, I'll let you know when it's time for dinner. You hear the door at the top of the stairs close, and the sound of Reese descending the stairs to join you in the fluorescent lit room below. Hey, wall now? Yes. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Let's do this. May I make the first blow? You listen to music that sounds like a wall being broken down? I should warn you, something spooky might happen when we break down that wall. You listen to music? You listen to music that sounds like a wall being broken down? Of course I do. I'm sad all the time. You mean heavy metal? I don't think that's the sound a broken wall makes. Glad my taste in music is finally coming in handy. It's exactly the cover we need. Stop asking questions. It's time to see what's on the other side of that wall. But I don't want to ask more questions. Fuck. I miss it. Let's do this. Have at it. Ooh. Did it work? You approach the far end of the morgue, axe practically singing through the air as you strike the wall. The first cut offers a surprising amount of resistance. There is some structure behind it, some wood frame holding it in place, trying to stand between you and what waits for you on the other side. You stagger back from the massive hole in the wall and admire your effort. Ooh! Holy shit! The splintered edge frames a dark passage, seemingly cut deep into the side of the cliff, cold seeping from a forgotten place into the already fragrant morgue. Reese coughs as he takes a better look at what lies beyond the wound in the wall. There's a whole hallway back there. Thick, stale air leaks from the hole, filling the morgue with an earthy mildew smell, like the room is slowly filling the dirt. And with the stink of the grave-like room beyond comes an even stronger compulsion. You step forward and you climb into the hole. Oh, huh. Is it the uh, old rooms from the old hospital? And and Dr. Kelly boarded it up, and maybe not Dr. Kelly, the government, or the Scarlet. This is wild. I had no idea any of this was here. An entire hospital wing, rotting away for decades behind some flimsy dry wall. His voice sounds distant. Your sole focus is finding it. Your feet move without prompting, and you stumble down the hallway towards the far wall, barely registering the antique clutter as you stagger past it. Whoa, are you okay? You don't respond, and you don't bother to retrieve the axe. The wall is rotten, water damage having eaten away at the wood over the course of unknowable years. The planks nearly reduced to sawdust. You tear into it. Oh. Oh. Injured man. Who's it? Enoch, I thought you weren't going to come. I was worried you'd leave me here forever. There's nothing they can do. I'll never use my legs again. Who's this? Enoch, what am I going to do? Is he gonna kill this man? Calm down. Oh! Theodore! It's Theodore! So he didn't actually die in the mines. What? But the records. Calm down, Teddy. These doctors don't know what they're talking about. I've been doing my own research and I've found us an alternative. We won't have to worry about anything from here on out, I promise. I want to talk to the witch. Is it Sybil? Witch? But that's nonsense. Oh my god, look at his face. Creepy. It's all right. It's all sorted. We're taking you home today, and everything will be resolved by this time next week. Everything goes black.